Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Beers with Brian podcast. It is your hostess, Brian, with, of course, my main man on the other side of the camera. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Josie, how you doing? Oh,
What's up, everybody? I always gotta go
already,
back. Gotta go back to the old classic. I know you miss it. I know you miss it.
already flashed one of my faves.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry. But hey,
fuck
great to be with
me. Can't wait to fucking taste that sweet nectar next time I'm down in North Carolina. It looks, that's a cold glass too, isn't it, baby?
you. Oh yeah,
That's a
straight from the fridge.
good looking cold glass. You know what? I'm gonna pour this fucking thing up real quick. You know what's crazy? I was told not to don't do the tilt and pour anymore. As of right now, I just poured. Didn't tilt it nothing. I was told if you pour it just like a regular anything, that when the foam builds up, it's supposed to trap the flavors inside. Call me an idiot, but
You're an idiot.
all right, thanks. But that's what I was told that, and it was on TikTok by a beer expert.
You're letting the foam flow up through its asshole,
But
then get to the top, and then keep the flavor inside its asshole.
yes, so here's the asshole. Here's
Yes.
the gooch.
Well,
No, but
so
I was told you just pour it, and the foam's supposed to stop the flavor from escaping. And I smacked myself in the face because I thought that was fucking ridiculous. But look, Chubbs, I want to toast to you real quick. I don't know what episode this is, but it's
man,
episode Beers of Brian. Look, I got to talk about this beer before I take a sip of it because I never have before.
please
Never
do.
have. Went saw it, got it off can alone because this may come out on Monday before Thanksgiving. I don't fucking know. But look, we got Valkyrie pumpkin
Oh,
ale, baby. Look at this.
oh
Look at this
snap! Oh, I
can.
like that.
Look at that.
The can is
For the
sick. I like it.
for the people not on YouTube, this can has a basically somebody from 300 with a jack lantern on his head. Uh, right?
Yep.
Pumpkin ale from Warrior Brewing Company.
That was the next wave of soldiers after the original 300.
Ironically, I don't know if you can read it.
Veteran owned, veteran brewed. Amen. Air Force vets.
Veteran owned, veteran brewed. Um, 5.5% alcohol. So it can't be too crazy, right? But the can's all black, so it looked great. Look, I'm gonna toast to you. I love you, Chubbs. Let's try
Love
this
you.
pumpkin ale. Happy Thanksgiving, people.
Woo-wee.
That is the sweetest, smoothest. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. The sweetest, smoothest tasting beer that I've ever had on this podcast.
Holy shit. That's high
And
praise, guy.
maybe it's the holiday season, Chubbs. Maybe it's holiday season. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm a little horned up for a little brewski every now and then.
It
Huh?
was made by a veteran, Happy Veterans Day. And
Yes.
hey, they make a hell of a beer because they've been in the thick of it. They know
Yeah.
what refreshed them to go kick some fucking ass.
Yeah.
So now they came back and make beer for the rest of us.
Yeah. They got me hard doing it. So,
Yeah.
sorry if this table flips over mid pod, but
Yeah.
dude, it tastes it's incredible. It tastes just like carving a pumpkin. Like that excitement you get when you first fucking chop that top up and you pull the top out and you're like, oh yeah, all those pumpkin guts you rip out and you're like, man, it's a holiday spirit thing, right? You got to get into the mood of like holiday season, right? But not necessarily Halloween because they're selling them at the local store, but Happy Thanksgiving because it's might as well be a pie.
Yeah.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen. Good for you. Say 5.5%.
Yeah, 5.5% full chub though.
Full chub. Nice. I like it.
I got a full chub. I got a full chub
Nice.
on that one. Yeah.
Sorry, Chubbs, he wasn't really prepared, so I've always just go back to my classic when I'm not prepared.
I know.
It's the Red Oak Bavarian Ale. Everybody knows about it. We went over it and over and over it again. It's a local brew, one of the fam's favorites.
Yeah.
And I failed you, but I'll.
No. You didn't fail me because what you did was bring the beer that I was named after onto the pod. Folks, what my parents wanted to call me before they called me Brian was Bavarian. All right. Matthew Bavarian Alberts. Okay. That's what they wanted to call me. And then somebody down the family tree said, no, you can't call him Bavarian because that's too close to our roots. And, we just got to call him Brian.
The next one was Matthew Red Oak Alberts. But that didn't really work either.
And then we called him Woodshead, Battleground, Burlington, Battlefield, Red Oak, Hummingbird Alberts.
Yes. We'll just call you Hummy.
Who's drunk? Nah, man. You're just going to call me Hummy?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to call me that. Hummy.
Hummingbird Alberts.
Hummy. Hey, how many drunks are you to the beers, huh? No?
Hummy. No, it's Hummy. Oh,
no, it's Hummy. It's Hummy. No. I get the confusion. It's Hummy.
Yes.
Chubbs, I got a little something. I got some shit written down here. Here's a funny. I think it's kind of funny because I have some sort of like and I'm okay with admitting it. Let me just break it down real quick. All right. So I work from home, right? I have worked from a public place before. Of course, my jobs in the past, I've been at factories, I've been at pools, I've been at anywhere. And I've never been completely comfortable with doing number 2. So one of my notes written down here, because I took a shit in the airport and I'm like, hey, this sucks, but at least I can take a shit while I'm on the clock. Because I work from home. So, Chubbs, my question is, do you poop at work?
Brian, I've been at my current job for going on 33 years.
You've taken 33 shits.
I've taken probably 33,000 shits at work. Because
you poop at work?
All the time, dude.
I think what's weird is that I don't think people nowadays take shits at work.
Oh yeah, no, it's where I'm at. It's a big facility too, so you have your certain ones that you like to go to, of course, because more of them or a lot of them are a little more private and kind of like to do that instead. But yeah, it's one of those leaving the house. You got your coffee, drinking it on the way to work, and as soon as you get to work, all right. See you ladies later. I'll be back in a couple.
I gotta take a shit.
Poop.
See, so that was so weird. Like I think I'm just like Mom, where I get to like this point where I'm like, okay, I can't hold it anymore. I gotta just go do this. And then I just like, okay, so one time when I did it, the last time I did it in the airport, I like walked into the stall and I was like, all right, I can't. No. Sorry. I was at a wedding. And I was like, Chloe, my wife, for the people. My wife. I said, I have to like, I gotta dump. Like I can't, I'm not going to be able to dance. We're at the cocktail hour. We're not even, dude, Chloe. So what we did, okay, let me back up. Sorry. ADHD, baby. ADHD.
Sorry.
We drive up to Brainerd, Minnesota, which is probably an hour and change from our place now. And there's this hotel that's got like this water park, because every hotel up here has an indoor water park for all the people, because during the fucking winters, that's what they do. So we get this place. And then there's a liquor store next door, so I go up there. Chloe and I go up there, get some little boys. What do you call them? The
airport bottles.
The airplane bottles. Yes, you keep the little guys. So I grab like handful, like probably like 5 or 6 of them. I'm drinking or whatever. And this is on the shuttle on the way to the airport, or not the airport, on the way to the wedding, right? It's Chloe and I in this big shuttle, and I'm just like, just like down to 3 or 4 of them. We get there, and I'm like, oh, right? Like my stomach makes that noise. I'm like, all right, one or two things gonna happen. Either I gotta go right now, or I'm gonna have to go later. And the reception hadn't, the ceremony hadn't started, so I was like, I can't go right now. Miss meeting her friends, all that bullshit. So, long story short,
Did you crop dust anybody?
long story short, Chubbsy, I'm on the dance floor and I'm dancing with Chloe, and I got into her ear and I said, "Hey, I gotta go take a dump," because that's what married couples do, right? And she goes, "Oh, okay, okay." I bumped 4 fucking people on the dance floor. Boom, boom, just like shoulder bumped them on the way out. Dude, it got to the bathroom, nobody in there. It was primo for
Perfect.
somebody like me. And of course, and I don't know if this is like a personal foul or anything, but went to the handicap stall.
No, we all do.
Okay. I didn't know if that was like a personal foul. I went in the handicap stall, took a nice dump, and I actually grabbed the guy's foot that was next to me just because I was so uncomfortable. I was like, "Hey, gotcha!" You know. I swear to God, I have such an issue with getting into a public restroom that I don't know how to act, dude. I swear to God. And I started yelling at people. I grabbed somebody's shoe. There's shit on the floor. There's shit on the walls. It's on the door.
No, I've never had that problem, but it is getting more. I don't like it as much the older I get, because sometimes I don't want to get too grabby, but you go in there and somebody comes in and just does not care.
Oh,
and you hear every sound from every damn corner of the world coming from this person. And I'm in the next, and I start laughing. I'm like, it's just funny as hell, but I can't do that. Now, if there's somebody else in there, I can go, but sometimes I'll have to flush it 2 or 3 times, and then with the flush so they don't hear it. So I'm kind of a little more shit shy the older I get. But back in the day, your age, I would announce it. I didn't give 2 fucks. But yeah,
that's insane to me. That's insane that you don't give 2 fucks back in the day, but now you do.
It's weird. Maybe I'm sensitive boy the older I get.
Isn't it weird though? But like I don't know if this is a topic to talk about on the pod, but like, is it weird for people to have this kind of a strange, thing about shitting in public? And it's only shitting because anybody can go out in public and take a piss. Hell, I'll go outside of my fucking house right now and take a piss in the front yard. I don't care.
Do it.
As long as it is 30 degrees and the wind's been blowing 25 miles an hour all day.
Nice.
But that's the thing, Chubbs. You and I on a golf course to go find a fucking tree to piss on.
It's a very personal thing, It's a very.
But I can't. But taking a shit's different. I can't even do it when I'm golfing at the the restrooms on like 6 and 7. Like I can't even do that. I can't even do them at the clubhouse.
Oh yeah, there may be a raccoon in there. Might come up and bite you in the balls, so you can't do it out on the golf course. But you can do it at the clubhouse. But it's a real personal thing, man. Some people just shitting. And it goes back to what I was saying. Shitting, you make noises that aren't natural.
Right.
In front of people. So that's the type of thing
you can't control. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And and even though they're funny, but when
might be a raccoon, I don't
know. even though the noises are funny, but it's still really, really personal because you're dropping mud. So you don't want even though I'm doing it, but I don't want to hear the strange noises that come out of my ass. Ass.
Dropping mud. I think I think would be easier is if I was able to say, "Hey, I'm taking a dump," and then the other person's like, "Yeah, me too, man." And it's like I think I might be more because I'm so weird. I might be more comfortable with like, you want to play a game of battle shits? I may be. I don't know I don't know because I'd rather that person know I'm dumping and I know that they're dumping than both of us to sit in silence and both of us to be dumping. I may be crazy.
Oh, you're not. And boy, do I have a story for you.
Oh, do I need to get another beer?
Yeah, well, it won't take too long.
Okay, hit me with it. Hit me with it.
But no, that's kind of how, when I was your age growing up where I was working, I had a best friend of mine. He's a little bit older than me and did not give two shits,
No pun intended.
no pun intended, but
yeah,
we used to do that. I mean, I don't mean to get gross, but yeah, we used to sit beside each other and
on
shit
purpose.
next to next to each other.
Well,
and,
if you're best friends, it's a little different.
Yeah, well, I know, but that kind of.
No, it's still weird.
It is weird.
I've never shit next to one of my friends. I'll take that back because Rickard's an animal.
Yeah. But we sit there and just giggle like little schoolgirls over it when,
Yeah.
And then you try to match it and,
Yeah.
if you can, you can.
And you know what? Sorry, ladies that listen to this pod, but this is a dudes only. That's what I'm gonna name it, dudes only pod.
Yeah,
just this episode because it's always meant for ladies, but
yeah, they do it, but they just don't brag about it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, dude. But that's one thing I have written down. It was like, hey, do you poop at work? Because I do, but it's kind of ironically funny because I work from home.
There you go. This one. So does everybody in your family.
Right. I got something for you.
Oh snap! Here we go.
Real quick. I may need to get another beer though. That's the only problem.
Well, go ahead.
Should I go get another beer now?
Yeah. Well,
do you want to talk to the people real quick? It's gonna take me like, I don't know, 30 seconds. You want to talk to the people?
30 seconds.
Do you have off the top of the dome Chubbs corner?
Yeah, I can go with something. May not be a Chubbs corner type of thing. I think I'm gonna run off right off the same thing we've been talking about.
Run off
the fun. Yeah, the fun that me and my boy used to have. Because back in the day, we used to have these Nextel phones. Are you going to get a beer or no?
Yeah, but I love those Nextel phones. So okay, go, because I got something to come back to.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, yeah. So every time, we'd be on the road, and of course, it goes before you have to shit. You're farting all the time. Well, that's what we do every time. Instead of saying anything, we just hold the button down and fart into it, just like every dude does, and every boy does. Farts are still funny. I don't care how old you are, but coming across a Nextel speaker, it's even funnier because you just don't know what the hell is going on. But then after that, of course, the phones got better, and I'm not even going to tell you what we used to do with them, but farting over a Nextel is one of the funniest things ever.
Oh, wait.
Yes, that's what we used to do back and forth.
No way, dude.
That's awesome. So
no way.
Yeah. The Nextel is the greatest thing ever.
Dude, those things were so great. Because I remember sorry, I'm out of breath. Just ran all the way across the house. But back in the day, Rickard had a Nextel. And I'm going to get Rickard on the fucking pod before I die. So back in the day, Rickard had that Nextel. And we used to be deep in the fucking woods behind his house on a 4-wheeler probably smoking some joints or like drinking beer, and we were like
Yeah.
16 years old. And he used to be like, "Hey man, what can I chirp your dad with real quick?" I swear to God, he used to be like, "Hey man, what's your dad's number?" Because I still remember that it was
Uh-huh.
215-2645. I still remember that fucking Nextel number, dude. Because Rick would be like, "Yeah, what can I chirp your dad with real quick?" I'd be like, hey, here's his number. Say this. Wah! We would just lose it, right? But we would be it would definitely be when it was snowing. We'd have a fire in the middle of the woods as we rode forest, whatever. Um, Shit, we need to get him on here to talk about those Nextels, dude.
Yeah, that would be
Because
cool.
I remember there were times where I would be like, "Hey, Rick, can you just jerk my dad real quick and tell him I'm here? I'm staying the night."
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
because that was a trip because it was only him and my boy Scott down in Florida were the only other two that my non guys that I worked with that had Nextels that I communicated with. So that was really cool.
right. Yeah.
Those were great.
Yeah, and just to top them off, they were indestructible.
Yeah, oh yeah. You couldn't break
them. You couldn't break them. I remember Rickard one time made a layup, pulled the phone out of his pocket, and spiked it on the concrete. It didn't break. Like, I mean, Rickard, he would do this shit back in the day. It just didn't,
didn't give two shits.
It didn't phase him. So I got a few other things written down, Chubbs. I feel like a comedian trying some things out. I don't know if they're going to work or not.
Hey,
let me just
format here.
Let me just throw this one at you. What if you're in like, because everybody gets into it, like you get into that mood where you're like, man, I'm so pumped to be on the road. The sun's shining, windows are down, tunes are blaring, loudest tunes you've ever had. What song's playing?
Oh,
it's a great. I think that's a great one because I've got mine written down. But
holy.
If you had a convertible, the top you left it at the auto place where you got your oil changed. I mean, what is the song that you are like? What's your jam? What are you doing?
Wow, that one hit me pretty hard right here. I'm kind of old school.
I know.
And I may Floyd with this one, but this is old school, but it's not one of those where it's going to that rock you out of the car or anything. But no. It actually happened to me back when I was 18 years old, between my senior year after I graduated, in between the summer before I went to college. I actually drove down to Texas to see my sister.
Thunderbird.
That's when your cousin Derek was small and everything. And I actually worked out to go play football college.
Big old thick boy.
When I came back, I actually worked out pretty hard. So probably the best shape I've ever been in my life. But I was going through Oklahoma in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. in the morning. Stars just bright as hell. And Don Henley, The Boys of Summer came on. And it was one of those where it was just picture perfect to where it felt like I was on the highway by myself. I'm only 18, don't know shit. But I still have that in my brain, and I can still see myself driving that damn red 79 Thunderbird on, I believe it was I can't remember
35.
I-35, maybe an I-35. Boys of Summer blaring. That's the only right now.
That's the answer I wanted, dude. That's the answer I wanted because it didn't mean to happen, but in that moment, you look at the stars, your windows down, you're ready, you're motivated to get to wherever you got to get.
Got the world
song comes on, and that song's just like an extra testicle hold. It's just gonna hold them up a little higher than you've usually got them.
Exactly, and like I said, windows were down, cranked. It's like only 18, but I had I had the world by the fucking balls. I was ready to go tackle it. So that was a lifetime. Like I said, 53 years old. I haven't forgot that moment to this day.
And I don't think I've ever heard of that story.
Yeah, I don't think that may have been the first time I told you guys that, but
yeah, You guys, Tanner Jack. Listen, I've never heard that story before. What
Yeah,
song was it? You said it was
The Boys of Summer by Don Henley.
I've definitely heard that song before.
Yeah. I can see brown skin shining in the sun.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, that's a banger. That's a banger. What do you mean? That's gonna be
yes, yeah. So I mean,
that is.
it was like I
But
really did.
like the. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's like
Go
I
ahead.
really didn't know.
I
At that time,
understand.
I wasn't hardcore into music, so I knew of the Eagles, but I didn't know exactly who sang that song.
Yeah.
Just knew the name of it. So it was one of those where, holy fuck, I love this song, and just cranked it, and rest is history.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely know I'm your kid because I think my hands were higher than yours at that moment. Yeah.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what? I wrote this down. I wrote this shit down because, and you got to think of my age and the era I grew up in.
Yeah.
I work from home, and then I if I have to go out, I go out in my car and I do things. But I like to have my headphones in. I'm very weird. I think I am. I like to have my music right here, just like plugged in. Just
Uh-huh.
I don't want to listen to a speaker, but when I get in the car, if I and I actually notice this shit, windows down. Right, it was right after you guys went back to North Carolina after we moved in. Excuse me.
Nice.
I didn't play. My phone played Creed Higher.
Oh, hell yeah. That's nice.
Can you take me high? Dude, I don't do a place where and I don't know why. Well, no, hold on. I do know why, because Creed also played halftime at the Super Bowl back in the mid 90s. Creed was a ballin' ass band, okay? And for whatever reason, they have stuck with me. And I think that's my natural Green Day roots going back but forward in time. I don't know. But I literally, and the only reason I brought any of this up is I wrote it down car ride songs, Creed, higher / any song. And that's, and like, I don't know what it is about Creed, but like, with on like it's the way he sings sounds very silly, but in a car with the sunroof down, sunroof open, with the windows down, with the temperature just right. You guys in North Carolina had that 65 fucking temp day to day. That's a typical day to just go cruising, dude.
Yeah, no, it was a good day.
But Creed is I don't know what to say about them. They have those handful of songs and they don't have shit else.
But yeah, that's what it is. They had those handful of songs, but you can just jam to all of them to where you can crank it up. Got that. It's like you said, it's perfect. It's an in the car, turn that shit.
Oh, just yeah.
Yes,
I get too excited about it, man. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I don't know why, Chubbs. This is my second. This is a Valkyrie pumpkin ale. This is made by a warrior for a warrior.
Yes.
What I got for you though, Chubbs, I got one more thing. I think we'll just go ahead and cover on this pod here.
Let's go.
As I'm reading this shit, I'm like, man, that sounds okay, but it doesn't sound okay, but it sounds okay. Chubbs, let me ask you something, not counting, and I'm sorry all the parents out there who still have their kids believing in this, but Chubbs, what are some things that you were told as a kid that years later you found out were complete shit? Like let's keep like Easter Bunny, Santa Claus. Let's keep that shit out of it. But like, what were you told back in the day that you found out later? Were like, damn, I can't believe my parents said that.
that this was 12 inches. Nah,
I've been 12 inches my whole life.
Wow, that's a hard one, brother.
I didn't mean to make them hard on you, but I just
no. You're making me a thinking. You're making me a thinking man. But besides the old Easter Bunny,
I'm a thinking man.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, not any of that, because that's
Yeah, not the obvious.
Sorry, folks. This doesn't reach under 18 on YouTube, so sorry. It's not real.
We're gonna give him we're gonna freak him out a little bit, so we're gonna give him a good education. But wow, that one hit. I'd have to think about that one a little bit, homie. I don't have anything right off the top of my head that
all right.
I can come up with. You got one off the top of your head? I mean,
kind of. It's really weird, but I'm gonna have to explain it.
Maybe you can josh my memory.
Well, mine's so weird. I don't know if it's going to jar your mind. And this is giving me some issue, but you don't need to mow grass that's on a hill.
What? Is that a
look? You don't need your grass is only going to grow the way the sun shines on it and the rain that falls on it. And if it's on a hill and the sun shines one way, it's not gonna grow regardless. But don't mow over it. No, that was kind of a fucking joke, Chubbs. I'm glad you laughed a little bit.
That was good.
But
I got one.
Myself. Tell me, because I've stumped myself.
Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster.
No.
Seriously. Back in the day, I grew up in the 70s. So we never had internet. We didn't have the quick in-space news 24/7. We didn't have that back in the day. So once somebody caught a picture of, I'm sure it was a great big tall dude in a fucking Bigfoot outfit walking through the woods. They took a picture. They threw it in a magazine, National Enquirer, People. Everybody did stories about it. Even the damn well-known magazines did stories about, hey, is this real? And then I was never taught not to believe it. And so I'm like, yeah, Bigfoot's real as a motherfucker. So I hope I'm not out in the woods sometime and a damn Bigfoot gets me. So that's one thing that I thought was real until I had to grow up and figure out that. And the Loch Ness Monster was just I don't know what it was. It was a weird picture I think somebody put in a lake, and it wasn't even I don't know what it was, but that's total fake too. So there you go. There's two. Bam. I'm out of here.
Damn. Sorry, I didn't know if I did all the hiccups yet. That's crazy because I never, I don't think growing up we ever thought about the damn Loch Ness Monster or, big thing.
It's probably never talked about, because
Then again, Bigfoot. Sorry for my hiccups, folks, but then again, Bigfoot had to be in the Appalachian Mountains, so
Now, Sam Squamches are real. They're up in Canada.
Fucking Ricky saw one.
Yeah, they smell really bad.
That shit is so funny, dude. If anybody hadn't watched Trailer Park Boys, go watch fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Funny as shit. I mean,
some of the best comedy ever.
Yeah. Chubbs, I might have one more for you. Before we leave, I wrote some stuff down. Excuse me, I got the hiccups, but this is something that I need some help with. So I need some help filling out a list.
All right.
What are, and let's go back. Let's go back to 1995.
95.
So, well, shit. No, 96. Sorry. 25 years from right now. These hiccups are fucking with me. 25 years from right now. Can you think of 5 great television shows?
25 years ago?
Yes,
Are you talking
from
about?
here, from. So here's what I've written down. Sopranos may be top 3 television since 95.
Yeah, I totally agree. Matter of fact, yeah, that's if it's not my number one, it sure is close. So
Would you put um Chubbs, what was the drug one we watched together?
Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad. Would you put that over Sopranos?
Don't think I would.
Walking Dead?
Ooh. No, I still
Yeah.
there's something about it where it may have hit me just perfect when that show came out, but there was nothing like it. And I mean it had everything, So now I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
So I guess I've already got my number one, I guess.
Could you put anything over Sopranos? Anything?
That's really intrigued me that much.
Could you tie at least? Tie.
Well, you guys may think different of me if I do tell you this, but
No.
your mother and I we're into reality.
Michael Jackson's funeral's fine.
Yeah, we love reality shows. So
Jersey Shore? Jersey Shore?
Well, that's one of them.
Really?
What? No, 90s TV shows.
I told you to go over here, dude. What are you talking to me over there for?
Oh, I'm sorry. 90s TV shows. Can you email them to me?
Yeah, Jersey Shore came out in 2005. 2007.
We're way off then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
But I really can't put any because the survivors, the damn what's the one that raced around the world
Big
thing?
Brother.
Big Brother. Wow, that's done for me. But the Jersey Shore, the dang, we love all those, but those are just fun, kind of funny type of reality things. But no, there's nothing. Sopranos is number one for me. Anything close? Well, I tell you, maybe Dexter. But
really?
We're not going way back into that era, but yeah, as of late, that show's amazing. I love that show.
Really?
And then you start getting into your Breaking Bad, your Walking Deads. Yes, I think so. I loved it. That was one of my favorites.
You put Dexter up there with the top shows, huh?
Yeah, I'd put it at least top 10 for sure, maybe even top 5. I'd really have to search because I loved, some sitcoms and TV shows and stuff like that. But it's like you're never going to beat Seinfeld, in my opinion.
What's the deal with all these airplane tickets? Yeah, whatever he says. I don't know what he says, but
and if you go back further than that, you're not going to beat Cheers. You're not going to beat
Roseanne.
MASH. I mean, you're not going to beat going way back in the day. I mean, there's so many good shit out there, but yeah, by far, Sopranos is the best.
I think just with story, with the way they're able to portray this mafia life. I don't think that anybody can ever top it. I thought Breaking Bad was one of the, that shit is good TV. Yeah. You and I watch that shit in like a week. I mean, that is good TV, but I haven't watched it since.
No, I haven't
But
either.
I'm in the middle of Sopranos. It is. I think. You know what I think gets me? I think it's Gandolfini. I think it's the lead actor. I think he is just. I
That's
think he is so. They fucking home runned it so good. They hit the best grand slam that anybody could hit.
yep, I
Fucking
totally agree.
Paulie, fucking anybody, fucking all of the people. Everybody, literally, Chrissy, everybody they have in that show,
Yep.
they hit 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Adriana.
yeah,
We won't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that shit later.
but yeah, but the portrayal of raising a family and trying
Don't
to
bring pussy into this. You don't bring pussy into this.
and trying to raise a family, just trying to be a normal family in that world is what was so incredible. And then at the snap of a finger, they're going off, and
Yeah.
definitely. I gotta say one sitcom that
Say something. Say
that
something.
broke all rules and broke the mold for sitcoms back in the day in the late '80s was Married with Children.
See, I've heard something about Married with Children, but I've heard that Married with Children, and I've heard it's been like, are you married with children here, or are you married with children there? Kind of like how the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air changed moms.
Yeah.
So is Married with Children, sorry, I got the hiccups. Is it kind of the same?
Now, Married with Children, I'll put it to you this way. You couldn't put it on TV nowadays.
No.
It was raw. It was out of the damn game, and it was real.
Can I find any?
But the jokes were spot on, but they took a chance, and it was Fox. It was one of Fox's first sitcoms that they put out. And Fox was an up-and-coming network, and that put them on the map, Married with Children did. It put Ted Bundy, what's his name in real life, put him on the map. Christina Applegate. She was the daughter in that series. I mean,
jeez.
I mean, she was all the way Ron Burgundy's damn girlfriend. So that's where she started.
Veronica Corningstone, yeah.
Veronica. So yeah, Married with Children was good, but that was in the late '80s. So I don't know if I'm answering your question at all, but I'm giving you a few.
You're answering it. Yeah, you definitely answer. I mean, I watch a few shows here and there, and there's one, I love It's Always Sunny. Love. I think it is one of the most is comedically, if that's a word, comedically genius shows. I think It's Always Sunny is one of the most brilliant shows that's ever popped off. But also, I have a different comedy thing, right? I think Big Mouth is one of the funniest animated shows ever too. I think Nick Kroll is so underrated. And Chubbs, with Big Mouth, including Big Mouth, Nick Kroll is still underrated.
Agreed.
People have not seen what Nick Kroll can do.
I think he loves being behind the scenes more than anything nowadays.
Does.
And
yes.
I'm right there with you. He's a damn genius. He's one of the funniest guys out there. I totally agree. Yeah. And probably my favorite animated series out there right now. Yeah, that shit cracks me up.
I mean, you can get all you want from Family Guy, and all you want from South Park. But you can also get everything you want from Lawrence Taylor playing 19 years in the league. And then you get a new Junior Seau. And then you get, you get all these new guys that come in and say, hey, not anything you can do, I can do better, but I'm going to take what you do great and I'm going to do it better. And that type of thing, And
I'll just throw one more at you, and then this will be it for me, and that's all I can think of.
Throw it.
It's a show that reminded everybody of Your Mother and I.
Everybody loves Raymond. I'm just kidding. King of Queens, baby. King of
Queen.
fucking Queens.
Yeah.
I'll match one.
Kevin James is hilarious. That thing was casted perfectly. What's his name? Jerry Stiller made that show. I mean, it was a perfect show. So yeah, and plus
it took me 15 years to understand that Jerry Stiller was the main guy.
Yeah, he was, man.
Seriously. He was the main guy. Yeah. Leah Remini and Kevin James didn't have shit until they brought Stiller in. I mean, but yes, absolutely. If there's any sitcom out there that I can compare you and mom to, these hiccups, damn it.
Yeah.
It would be that show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I can think of from back in the day, and most of those shows I really enjoyed and I loved. Still do. Still watch them a bunch too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of shows that we're forgetting about, but look, we got lives to live, you know?
Amen.
We got things to do, Chubbs. If anybody's listening to the last podcast, we got money to make on this week's NFL action. You know? Hey, Chubbs, look, all the way from central Minnesota, I love you. All right?
I love you too, boy. I appreciate you having me on the pod. I love being on with you. And hey, email us.
Hey.
Send in some suggestions. What do you want us to talk about? Because we can rant about anything. We can talk clean. We can talk dirty.
Yeah.
Talk in between, anything. But yeah, no, this is fun. This is fun. I love it.
Let me ask you one other question before we let go. What do you got to say to the folks out there celebrating Thanksgiving? This is coming out, a few days before it.
Well, I want to wish them a happy Thanksgiving first and foremost. I want to wish them all the blessings. Hope everything comes good for them. Everybody gets together with their family, eats, drinks, and is merry. I want to wish a fantastic turkey story on the next podcast, if you will have me.
Absolutely.
All right. But hey, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, I love it. I love it more than anything in the world. Folks, if you haven't tuned in yet, you're lost. All right? Look, here's the deal, folks. Beers Brian Podcast loves family. We love tradition. We also love holidays. So please remember to seek out those folks that are in need. Remember that the holiday season's coming up. Not everybody can be as thankful as you are, but also remember to be as thankful as you can be. Okay? If you see somebody out there, give them a little something. All right? Donate when you can donate. Love when you can love. Preach when you can preach. Hell, I want Chubbs to preach all day, but you know what? Chubbs can't preach all day. All right? Chubbs gonna get real dirty all day. That's the problem. No. I can't help but to go off on a rant on this. But look, folks, if you see somebody in need, help them out. Lend out a hand, because the Thanksgiving season is upon us, and people are going to give thanks for it. All right. The Thanksgiving season is out there. The holiday season is out there. Lean on each other as you want people to lean on you. Give them some love. Love is going to reciprocate. And look, also, hey, Chubbsy, listen to the Beers of Brian podcast, huh? We're going to get as much love as anybody else would give you, huh? All right, people, look. I love you. All right, I love you. Drink responsibly. Think about us. Think about the beers we had. This pumpkin beer is great. And also, happy Thanksgiving. Happy fucking Thanksgiving.
Happy fucking Thanksgiving. Love you guys.